Hey Ophiuchus, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing good. I'm just going to make this little tea which I'm actually obsessed with. This one's called Fireplace Bloom, which gives me Bloom Winks Fairy vibes with the fireplace. But they've all got like different names, different intentions. Shooting Star, Fireplace Bloom, Dancing Leaves, Enchanting Beauty, Fairy Lily, Floral Passion, Jasmine Lover. It's like green tea mixed with different flowers. I'm actually obsessed. Me and my sister took my mum out for her birthday and they had this tea which I was mesmerised by, and then she must have remembered and got me one for Christmas, which was so cute and I'm obsessed. So I'm going to do it here and share it with you guys because I'm childish like that. And make a little mess. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see because of the condensation, but when she starts to open, I'll try to show you guys. Let's jump in present energy. Got the Empress on the back of the deck. Always a good sign. Hey, she's alive, she's alive, she's alive. Oh no, you can't see the condensation. She's starting to bloom. I'm obsessed. I could just watch this thing all day. Okay, let's jump in. Present energy, Justice, 333. This feels like divine order, divine justice. Something coming to an end. You could have felt like you've been battling a lot spiritually, maybe for a lifetime. It feels like fighting to find balance within yourself. You could have been experiencing psychic attacks, that kind of energy. It feels like really having to accept a lot of things about yourself, why certain things were being attracted into your life. Something's been balanced out. It feels like an end of a karmic cycle. That you've cleared some kind of karma. This is unlocking prosperity for the long run. It's like something's completely shifted. Something's ended once and for all. It feels like a lot of battle, like battling in the spiritual sense. Future energy. Yeah. Some of you, it's like, don't be hard on yourself right now, because it feels like what's coming through is that thing of how we're programmed for the end of the year to be the end of the year. Like many celebrate the new year as the 1st of Jan. But in terms of the cycle of nature, in terms of nature's new year, it's like things are still sleeping, things are still hibernating. Don't feel forced to move at a rate or in a way that society projects that you should, because it feels like some of you could be feeling like you should already be on your way, on some kind of adventure or experiencing something. It feels like you know who you are, a remembrance of who you are on a spiritual level. And it does feel like a programming of, like it's a new year. Things should have been done by now. Feeling like because this new year started, that this means this is how it's going to be for the whole year. It's like this isn't the new year and this isn't how it's going to be for the year. It feels like still coming out of some kind of burdensome energy that you may feel called to go within, to slow down, to put a hold on adventure right now. But feeling like that means you failed at something hasn't come to fruition because it's not shifted into the new year. But it's like something still needs nurturing. It feels like a huge breakthrough is about to happen. 5 of Swords. Yeah, it feels like somebody could be falling into frustration, feeling like you've been hard done by. It feels like this is a test of, are you able to move in a state of grace when things don't go your way? Because some of you, it's like, this could be a case of like programming leaking into your connection with source, which I've mentioned before. Like protesting. Like if you're going to give up because you're not getting something you want, or because something hasn't shifted, it's like taking a stand, protesting to the universe. Well, until this happens, I'm not doing this. It's like, remember, you're co-creating and you get what you give out, what you put out. Feels like this could stem from hurt of something not coming to fruition as quick as you'd like it to. But if there was ever a time to really double down on prayer or meditation, on connecting to yourself, spending time with nature, it feels like there's a potential for you for some kind of animalistic tendency to take over. Something's coming through and I see something and I can't even remember what it is or where it's from. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. I need to check that. Hang on, let me just... I think it's actually... yeah, let me just come back. I think it was this book, but let me just see. I think it was the Five of Swords in this book, and we've got the Five of Swords here. Something about understanding your own animal or something. The Five of Swords represents the need to defeat outmoded patterns of thought or behaviour. Negative belief structures, judgmental attitudes and destructive mind games are the adversaries here. Any mental process that no longer serves you must be acknowledged, understood and conquered. This is the card of the Dragon Slayer, one who charges forth determined and self-directed, who knows his quarry as well as himself. One must understand the beast before it can be vanquished. That's the line. That's the line that was coming through. One must understand the beast before it can be vanquished. Page 169. There's something about really owning your shadow, owning your own animalistic tendencies. When you're in that Four of Pentacles energy, it's like it only causes you anxiety to do that. Something's coming through as an example that they want me to share, but it's like, no, I don't even want to be sharing my own vulnerabilities. Let me pour a tea. If it comes through again, I will, but I'm going to clarify what one thing. Oh, yeah, transformation. It's like making that unconscious conscious and seeing that through. Some programming's finally about to shift, be broken. It's like the new programming's taking over. That caterpillar to butterfly energy. Something's about to shift. And it feels like because of, it's like you just can't, even if you tried to go back to our old way of being, it wouldn't work. It's like something's come too far. Something's been rewritten. They're still telling me to share about this stuff, but it's like, oh wow, yeah, 2:22 on the clock. It's like hurricane season out there. I should shut the window. I can literally hear every gate about to blow off. Ace of Cups. Yeah, okay. So Christmas, see, like Christmas, the festive season, as you know, like many of you, if my birthday follows on from that. So it's like Christmas, my birthday, New Year, whatever. And every year is like this pressure. I feel like most of us are programmed to have certain expectations of this time of year, how it's meant to be, how you're meant to feel, expectations put upon you from friends, family, whatever it is. Every year it's like this build up, and then like an anxiety, because actually a lot of the traditions don't sit well with me, or it's just not what I want to be doing. And also there's this thing of being more loyal to others than I am to myself. So even with things like celebrations, even for my birthday and stuff, it's like making decisions that are going to cater to others more than just doing what I want to do, which is a lesson for me that I'm here to learn. So because of how things went over that period, and I was just in victim consciousness like all the way, choosing to move against my own values, it's like doing things to actually self-punish in a way, to, because the emotions were too heavy to handle. It's like being able to handle physical, or channeling that into physical pain, or whether it was eating something that I knew made me feel unwell, so it was like that kind of way, indirectly drinking when I don't really drink, to ease that emotional pain. And it's like, normally I just do that at that time of year and let it go. But this year it was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like something just didn't feel right. So I can't actually do this anymore. Like this was a coping mechanism that I've reprogrammed that doesn't feel true to me. And I'm not going to sacrifice myself anymore, regardless of what that means for others. And like made a promise to myself this year that Ace of Cups just fell off with another card. Don't know who it was. But we've got the Wheel of Fortune underneath. It's like, yeah, not sacrificing myself for others anymore. But that really, as much as I had that realisation, there was still a lot of anger attached, where I was still dropping into them addictive, extremist coping mechanisms. But as like the last couple of days have gone by, it's like, it feels like trying to do them things to sabotage myself, and spirits getting in the way of that. It's like not letting me do the things as much as I try. Some obstacle comes in the way. And it's like, actually, the reason why that's happening is because it's what I've asked for. I don't really care about these things that I'm chasing. I'm chasing them as a distraction. And one of the things is comfort eating, like food. Like I can just eat. Like I don't enjoy going to restaurants to go to restaurants. I enjoy going there for the food. It's like I don't really like the pretentiousness of sitting somewhere and that kind of thing. Like I like to be in my own energy, but I'll just go, eat, go. And when things got really heavy over my birthday and New Year, I'm like, F it, like I'm just taking all my money and I'm going to buy everything on the menu at my favourite place that I go and eat. And that's just me. Like I'm going by myself to eat what I want to eat and celebrate myself and F everyone and their mother. That's where I was at. So off I go. And honestly, so many obstacles to get to this place. Anyway, they stopped serving like their breakfasty, brunchy stuff, which is what I wanted to go for, like at 3 o'clock. So anyway, after how many hours of travel and so many obstacles in my way, I finally get to this place at bang on 1 minute to 3. And I literally walked through the door and it was so busy, and I was literally hyperventilating from stress because I was like pissed off from everything that had happened. And it was like that energy I shouldn't really be going out in, where it's just like ball in a china shop kind of energy. And I just walked in there and I turned around and walked straight out. And I'm like, what am I even doing? I don't even want this. I'm just trying to protest, to let off steam, to hurt myself more, eating a load of stuff that I know ain't going to really agree with my body because I'm mad. But then I was so mad that I didn't get in there. And it was like, spirit, like you knew this was going to happen. Like my guides just cutting everyone. I'm just like, then I get lost on the way back. Like I couldn't find what I got lost in the park. soaked in the rain. And you know, when I was come back so vexed. I didn't take anything with me to smoke. I was just there, mad, like, come back. I was like, I'm just gonna delusional myself that I didn't even go today. I didn't even go. And I'm gonna stay up and I'm gonna go first thing and I'm gonna make it there so early that it can't be shut. So 5 o'clock this morning, I'm up, fuming about yesterday, with one plan on my mind, like, fuck everything, forget everyone, I'm going to get this food. And off I go. And as I leave, the heavens open and it just chucked it down. And normally, like, rain doesn't bother me at all. But when you're feeling in that low vibration, it's like any little thing that touches you it feels like an irritation. I'm literally half laughing at myself, half being serious, like deadly serious. And I literally got so soaked through, I couldn't even feel comfortable, like, to get on the train. And then I come back and I just, like, something just hit, this 10 of Wands energy. It was like, when are you done fighting? Like, how much are you going to fight to do things that you don't even want to be doing? And what did you really want to do? Like, what do you really want to do? And it's like, what I really want to do is get up and meditate, go to the gym, eat things that make me feel good, feel healthy, feel happy, happy, wealthy, free. I don't even really enjoy that food. It's just this programming that, because it's meant to be nice, because it's seen as something nice, but I could make something just as nice. It's like, it's just a thing I want to spend money. Even that. It's like to burn off steam. Let me just go spend money on something. And these all stem from past addictions and, like, that lower self energy. But it's like, really see that, face that. And even after today, I was like, I checked the weather app and I was like, okay then, cool, like, spirit, cool, it's raining. Like, I missed it again today because I'm now wet and I'm gonna have to start again, and by that time I'm gonna get there for 3:01 again. So let me check that app, because you can't stop me. I'm gonna go when the rain stops, and it's not raining on Friday, so I'm going on Friday. And then I was just sitting there after I'd made all these plans and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, who are you even fighting with? Like, instead of protesting, going about, like, wasting time, short-term distraction, short-term satisfaction, why not just choose to transform now? Why not just choose to get up and do what you want to be doing now? Why even let anyone else affect you emotionally? And with that, it's like, I made a conscious decision. I'm not going back, and I'll never go there again, and I'm done. And it's like feeling that thing, like this thing had so much power over me, a place, a person, a thing, whatever it is. It's like in that moment, all that rage, that something had the power to make me feel so pissed off. It's like, let me take my power back by cutting the ties myself, cutting the cords myself. I'm not going, I don't need to go, I don't even want it. Surrender it, sacrifice it. What a minor sacrifice to be made in the grand scheme of things when you see what people are sacrificing around the world. And that's something else that come up. Is letting yourself feel things. It's like sometimes we get caught on emotion. There's a heavy feeling here, and the 5 of Swords energy, it's like you could get into some negative headspace. There's a lot of narratives flying around right now. It's like when you see what's going on in the world and what people are facing in terms of destruction, suffering, war, genocide, and all the rest of everything else going on in the world. It's like there's a lot of narrative out there. It's like if you woke up with a roof over your head, if your family are all well and got their health, it's like, stop complaining and find something to be grateful for. And it's like, I hear that, and for a long time, it's like the things that I was feeling that were making me feel away, I was logically telling myself, you've got no right to feel this way, look what's happening. It's like, how can you be complaining when, like, see how certain children are having to live right now? But there's something about what I was guided to understand was to stop being so hard on myself. It's like, yeah, people are going through worse than you. But actually, by telling yourself that logically, for many, it leads to suppressing feelings. Because it's like you're not allowed to feel a way about something that's seen as petty because there's something worse going on. But it's those little feelings that are seen as petty that, when not faced, lead to us becoming like those we are shocked by. It's like a lot of these people that are actually doing murderous things out here right now that we're seeing, that we're witnessing, a lot of those energies are just unconscious and like lost children in adult suits. And it's like there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of pettiness, there's a lot of bitterness, hate. And that stems from them little things. Like even with not liking the festivities, it's like a lot of that stems from feeling like abandonment wounds and things like that. And when as much as it's like, from me looking at it, from my higher self looking at my lower self, is like this child's throwing her toys out the pram. Get a grip, get over yourself. There's worse going on. But it's like that narrative doesn't really help anyone. And it's really when I was like, no, like honor your feelings, they're not petty. Like this is the root of things, get to that root. Because it feels like something's over and done with. You've beat some kind of generational pattern, some kind of karmic cycle, it has ended. But now it's like giving yourself permission and being honest with yourself about where you're at. And as much as that programming of new year, like new year, new me, new year, new this, like everyone's setting their things to get to the gym and get busy and get moving, it's like, yeah, that's great. Start businesses, dry January, whatever it is. But it's like, honour where you're at, regardless of any outside narrative. Because maybe you feel called to be inactive, to rest, to let these emotions integrate, to create space for yourself. It's like, by you doing that work, you're actually helping the bigger picture. These things that are so much bigger than us. Suffering that maybe you do rank as more suffering than what you're suffering. But it's like by facing that suffering within you, you're helping the collective. So it's like, don't let anyone tell you that your feelings aren't valid. Because there's something here, it's like something's already dealt with, something's already shifted. This transformation's been happening, is still happening. But it does feel like a period of introspection. If there was ever a time to really connect to source, it's now. Ace of Wands, 52. Ace of Wands. Yeah, expanding emotionally. Expanding emotionally. It's like these feelings, as heavy as they've been, as it feels gritty, it's like it's not nice. It feels like something you'd rather not face, that shadow energy. It's led you to mastering your intuition. Being able to see what's you and what's the programming. And this new beginning, it's like, don't lose sight of this. Like, still take action on things that you're passionate about. There's a new beginning that you set out to create for yourself. It's happened, it's happening. It's like things are unfolding. But it feels like there's a lot unfolding on a spiritual level. Don't look for evidence in the physical as much as you're looking within yourself right now. Feels like you've had to do something alone. It's like there's been a period of maybe isolation or just having to move in the physical alone. But it's led to some kind of enlightenment, some kind of epiphany. Maybe this is to do with your calling. Chariot, how you see yourself. External influences, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like being able to see your own intentions. Some of you, it's like your coping mechanism could have been to run. It's like when things get too heated, to move, to leave a situation, to ghost or whatever it is. It feels like you can sit through something where before it would have triggered you to be in that flight mode. It's like you can handle something now because it's seen as separate from you. Whether this is someone that was making you feel away, it's like you've taken your power back. I'm hearing David Goggins, you can't hurt me. You can't hurt me. 3003. It's like maybe somebody that once could really move you emotionally. It's like you've taken your power back. The trap was an illusion. No one can make you feel away unless you let them. Feels like you're moving on out of something. You've seen the light. It's shifted your perspective. It doesn't feel like anything can hold you back at this time. Queen of Wands. Hanged Man. It's like go within. It feels like something needs nurturing. You need nurturing for things to be balanced out in the physical. So it's like go within. It feels like pampering yourself, glowing up for yourself. The Lovers. What's this? The Hierophant. The Fool. New love, guys. Got new love. Yeah. This is going to even more so expand you emotionally. Open your heart. It's a very healing energy. You could be laying foundations with this person, moving in with this person. But it means setting boundaries with someone. Could be a Capricorn. Someone that's got a lot of earth in their chart. Or it's like you've seen what's been holding you down once and for all. What needs to be set, what you need to set boundaries with. You always knew. It feels like something you always knew. Some of you, it's like telling yourself that there's, it's like apologizing for being you. Like someone makes you feel away, or it's like people are projecting onto you. You apologize for being yourself, for how you show up, for what you do, something like that. There's been some realization that actually it's not you that's been holding you back. It's not what you do that's been holding you back. It's not who you are that's been holding you back. It's not what you like that's been holding you back. It's actually just the belief that you're wrong, that you need to apologize, that you need to change. It's like looking for the bad in yourself because others have highlighted something and made you feel like it's bad. Maybe this is something that's held you back for a lifetime. Maybe this is to do with people pleasing, with a partner, people pleasing with family, people pleasing with friends, work, whatever it is. But it's like 333. You've mastered this. This feels like this is gonna completely change your life because something's been reprogrammed. Paradigm shift. Some of you, this is like life partner energy coming in, the Hierophant, the Lovers. Split the deck, the Sun. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. Optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, energetic. the moon. Number 18. Powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. I'm just going to see what other card fell out down here. Oh, hello. With the Ace of Cups. So I see the Ace of Cups, but there was 2 cards under it. We've got the High Priestess and we've got the Hermit. Passionate new beginning. It feels like a new relationship coming in. Or like the renewal of love. Maybe renewing vows, or if you are with somebody already in a commitment. It feels like that kind of... It's like a perfect pair. The perfect pair. You could both run something, or it's like leadership, or maybe leading something together. The moon again, yeah. The Elk, number 3. So she come out in reverse, so let's see. He come out in reverse, should I say. If Elk has appeared in the reverse position, you may be stretching the rubber band to the breaking point. Be careful of undue stress levels, or you might just create an illness to force you to take a break. On another level, you may not be honouring your desire for companionship with the opposite sex, and you may have forgotten the excitement of mating season. If this is the case, you may find that your best option is to invite friends of the opposite sex for dinner or an afternoon outing. I'm picking up on so many things coming through right now, and I don't know if it's you or if it's me. This is not to say that you would be sexually interested in these friends. It is merely suggesting that the exchange of opposite energies could be rewarding. If you're in a relationship, it may be that the honeymoon is waning and that you need to stir up some excitement. Persistently creating a change of pace is the kind of stamina needed for any relationship to last. In all cases, Elk is telling you to look at how you choose to create your present pathway and how you intend to perpetuate it to reach your goal. Your best weapon is the same as Elk's: to stop when you need to persist when you need to, and to allow room for change and exchange of energies. Page number 50, page number 51. Okay guys, I'm going to leave it there. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.